Fountain of Treasures was an idea that I had about a year ago. I wanted to start a business where our youth would play a big role in the startup and the operations so that they could learn how to get a good understanding of how to operate a business. I put together this idea for a thrift store in Fort Lauderdale. About 6 months ago or less, I got a phone call from a friend, and he said, "Julian, I need you to come check out this space that I got." And he goes, "If you could have this space, what would you do?" And I was like, well, if I could have this space, I would open up a men's thrift store, clothing store, and have our youth run it. And I went over my whole idea, and he was like, "It's yours." I got to reach out to the community and really lean on the community and say, "This is what we're going to be up to. I need your help." And they came through, from computers, bar stools to sit on. Everything we needed for that store was donated. So we got our youth involved in this as well. We actually made them even go through an interview process to work. Because again, the whole idea is for them to understand opening of a business, the running of a business, etc. All of our youth at Fountain of Treasures are paid, but one of the requirements is that they also participate in our investment program. So we're working with a financial planner at Northwestern Mutual who is working with our youth, helping them with investing. So they are required to put money into the investment program. But the money that we actually put in that program is based on their sales. So it's a commission. So they get their hourly wage, they get to keep that 100%. But their sales, that's commission, and that goes into a savings program that they can't touch. And there's an agreement between them and their parents and us that it can't be touched. At Fountain of Treasures, because we were looking for clothing and items that are gently used or like new, sometimes we get things that aren't. And so we were getting so many items like that, it was like, well, what do we do with all of this? And I thought, well, wait a minute. We have space at our office. Why don't we create a space where we can invite youth, invite families, invite homeless organizations to come and shop for free? So I spoke to the board about that, and that's how we came up with Myrna's Closet. So that also opened it up to us also being able to take women's items. So we are always looking for women's clothing, accessories, etc. For those of you who are just getting to know us, Fountain of Treasures is one of the many initiatives that our foundation, Julian's Fountain of Youth, has created. The main goal of our foundations is to help LGBTQ+ youth reach their potential through community involvement and experiential learning. So since starting Julian's Fountain of Youth, there's been some really great events that have happened, like the Fort Lauderdale Youth Empowerment Retreat, One Magical Weekend, and prom, and kids going to camp all around the country, kids from Puerto Rico, from West Virginia, from Georgia, from all over the country are coming down here and taking part in our retreat. But every once in a while, there are things that happened, and I think today is a prime example where I'll get a phone call from a friend who has a nephew who's struggling, who's trans, and my friend doesn't know what to do or how to handle this. His sister doesn't know how to handle this. I love that I'm able to actually step up and say, I can help. I can get resources for them. And the fact that we're able to do that, not just me, but our organization, our board of directors, and the fact that we have such a diverse board of directors, we're trans, straight, female, male, etc., that we're really able to fit the needs of our community, however that looks. And I think it's really cool that there are people out there that feel that they can call on our organization, on JFOT, on myself, for help. That's probably one of the coolest things about what it is we do.